I just finished rewatching Mard Ko Dard Nahi Hota, and if I had to pick my top underrated movie of the last decade, this would be it. This movie does take inspiration from the formula of the late 80s, early 90s angry young man trope, but then completely flips it. Because our protagonist is not your typical angry hero. So Surya suffers from this rare medical condition, which is congenital insensitivity to pain, which means he literally cannot feel physical pain. And because of this condition, he grows up in an extremely protected environment with his father and grandfather, which then leads to him living in this dream bubble. When he does step out into the real world, he carries a sense of morality which is sincere but also very childlike. Surya's mother's tragic passing away was caused by a case of petty theft, which is why he has this obsessive sense of fighting injustice within him and is further influenced by his grandfather through 90s martial art movies, late 80s action films. But what really sets the film apart, aside from this very interesting plot, is its execution. It doesn't just end up being another action comedy, but there is a unique visual language that is used to showcase Surya's world. Most of the action sequences use dramatic slow motion shots, which almost mimics how Surya would process a world that he physically cannot feel. Surya is the main narrator of the film, but a lot of his interactions are quieter. There is a lot of play on his intrusive thoughts. So in contrast to that, the soundtrack of the movie is energetic, sometimes mellow, but also sometimes chaotic, and it kind of pushes the narrative forward. The whole movie is like an early 90s mood board. We have a lot of pop art colors. The framing is very retro. Some of the shots are inspired by like comic book panels. Also, special mention to the fight choreography because they are done in these long, uninterrupted shots that really let the action sequences breathe. All the characters in the movie, Surya, his father, his grandfather, his best friend Supri, they all have their own individual arcs. Supri's arc especially perfectly complements Surya's arc because she also grows in a trapped domestic environment, but in her case it is abusive. So when she grows up, she has a more realistic POV compared to Surya's idealistic POV. Gulshan Devaiya, in a double role as the one-legged karate master Mani and his twin brother Jimmy, I think he delivers a legendary performance. This movie has everything: childhood best friends torn apart only to be reunited, a love story, social injustice, psychotic cliche villain. Despite following that standard formula and in a way paying homage to early 90s movies, this movie still stays emotional at its very core because it talks about vulnerability, loneliness, and just a bunch of people trying to hold on to goodness.